What's going on, everybody? I wanted to jump on here and do a couple videos for the week. I ain't been able to. Well, I ain't put out no videos this week, so I wanted to get on here before the weekend get here. I had a short week, so I wanted to talk about a couple of TV shows I've been watching. The first one I just recently got through watching. It's I think it's on season 3. It's called Worst Ex Ever. On this episode, just to tell y'all what it's pretty much about is pretty much the woman meet to, well, not even every case, because it's women crazy exes on here too, women crazy ex. But on this particular episode, the first episode of season 3, I think it's like 4 episodes on each one. Pretty much a guy ends up meeting a girl. Everything goes well for about, I want to say, 7 months. They get into a deep relationship. They end up having kids a little bit time down the road, like 3 kids. They get together and maybe like 2 years down the road, the true him come out. He get to being over possessive, disrespectful, going off on a woman, and this when the turn happens. The lady on the episode has a sister that's pretty much telling her like, "Yo, I ain't feeling your dude, your husband now." He just seemed like he kind of off, like he got some shit going on, and he ends up killing her. Well, getting setting it up to get her killed, and the sister loses his life. It's a lot of stuff in between that, but like I don't want to give up the whole episode, but Worst Ex Ever is on Netflix now. They on season 3. It's just a couple of videos. Like I said, it's a lot of videos. It's real life, man. My thing is I don't understand how when it comes to relationships they get to a point where they get abusive, get to calling them out their name and stuff. I was raised by women, so I just look at it different. I'm not saying I'm the perfect man, but I'm saying like I've never put my hands on a woman. I've never done no stuff like that. I never called a woman out their name. Like that's just not me. But I don't see how some dudes do that. Like you come off as a good dude, and then later down the line, it just turned into this crazy motherfucker, and it ruins the woman's life. In this situation, it got her sister killed. Not her. The dude was just fucked up in the head. So, if anybody out there, like I said, I'm not no psychiatrist or anything like that. If, like I said, y'all dealing with stuff like that, man, you got to find a way to get out that situation. If you got brothers in the family, uncles, somebody got to have some type of heart. You should be able to reach out to them and avoid situations like that. I just wanted to give y'all like a quick summary on what that TV show is about. Definitely a good show to watch, man. I'm gonna finish the rest, and I'll come back and let y'all know my breakdown on those other couple of episodes they got on there. The main show I wanted to get into as far as TV shows go, over the week, my favorite all-time quarterback in NFL history, Steve McNair. They dropped a documentary on him. His birthday was also just passed, I want to say not too long ago. They did the documentary on him. A lot of this information I already knew. I just wanted to do a quick summary of what I thought about the documentary and how I feel about the whole situation after saying that, because they did drop a couple of new details in this video from, if you haven't been following the story. Steve McNair was drafted. I want to say he played 1 year as an Oiler, and then they went from Houston Oilers to the Tennessee Titans. He seemed like a peaceful dude, man. He had a family. He was married, had kids. Like the good, like a Huxtable relationship. A lovable person, a loving person, like very quiet person, not very outgoing. You ain't really hear too much about him. You really ain't hear nothing about him in the media at all when he was playing until this fateful situation happened. Um, Anyways, like I said, he gets to the Tennessee Titans. After they get a couple of pieces, they become a playoff team or whatever. And we make it to the Super Bowl year 2000 or maybe 99 or 2000 season. The Tennessee Titans make it to the Super Bowl. They end up losing by 7 points to the St. Louis Rams at the time. And after that, he just, as his career went, they made the AFC Championship a couple of times. They made the playoffs. It was a playoff team, but it just got to that point where we couldn't make it back to the Super Bowl. We have not been to the Super Bowl since that year. I'm praying that we get back there one day, especially in my lifetime, being a Tennessee Titan fan. But anyways, it got to the point in his career where it's like, hey, they're not bringing him back to Tennessee, so he had to go look for work, man. And he went to a rival team, to the Baltimore Ravens. I remember it like yesterday because I remember the year that he went. They ended up playing Baltimore in the playoffs again, and the Ravens won by, I want to say, 3 points. They kicked a field goal as time expired. I think Ravens went on to play the Raiders that year or something like that. I don't think they made it to the AFC Championship that year, but just to get put out by the put out the team that pretty much gave up on you. Like I said, you up. He was up there in that age, 35, maybe 34, something like that. He was in his I want to say his mid 30s. Usually around that time, that's when quarterbacks get the decline and stuff like that. He wasn't the same McNair, of course. As you get older, you're gonna lose that athleticness out there. So he was a runner, a big mobile quarterback. He was co-MVP with Peyton Manning that year for that he I want to say the year that he went to the Super Bowl, man. So he had a hell of a career. It just as the team, like I said, they couldn't rebuild the team how they wanted to, and like I said, it's always hard to get back to the AFC Championship, especially after come off a Super Bowl. Most people don't even go back to back. I don't think it's been that many teams that's went to back Super Bowls and won. So like I said, it was tough. Anyways, he goes to Baltimore. I think he played like a season or two, and his body just wasn't there no more. He ended up retiring. Now that's when the story really starts. When he retired, he got involved with a young lady. What is her name? I want to say her name was. I ain't gonna cap. I can't remember what the young lady name was, but she was a 20-year-old. She was working at Dave and Buster. Apparently, Steve McNair started hanging out there, just chilling out as a hometown hero up in Nashville, Tennessee, hanging out at the little spots, chilling or whatever. He ended up bagging him a 20-year-old. Now, at the time, I think he was like maybe 37 or something like that. So we got a young lady with him. He's married, so this probably is outside of his marriage. This is something like he had his a little apartment to where they meet up and chill and stuff like that. So maybe he just had that midlife crisis where he was like, you know what, I need something younger. I understand I got a family, but I need to venture off for a little bit, and that's what he did. He's a grown man. Nobody can tell him what to do. But like I said, with him being a laid back, chill type person, you don't really see that coming from a Steve McNair. Anyways, some of the other details that was introduced on this was um, her boyfriend at the time was a big Tennessee Titans fan. When they broke up, this is when she got involved with Steve McNair. Now they interviewed the young dude on there, and he was like, "Man, I can't even go to a Tennessee Titans game. I'm not even a fan of Steve McNair no more. I'm not a fan of the Tennessee Titans no more because at one point this was my favorite team. I used to love going to the games, but now my favorite quarterback at the time is bagging my 20-year-old girlfriend." So he felt the kind of way. I mean, I'm guessing any man would if motherfucker break up with him and then end up with your favorite quarterback. Like think about like a dude like if let's say LeBron James your favorite basketball player. You and your girl break up. Next thing you know, she's telling you she's texting LeBron or she's chilling with LeBron. You gonna feel like a hoe. You gonna feel fucked up, man. And I can only imagine how that dude felt. Anyways, that was a little bit of new information they provided on here. They didn't really talk about like how some people were saying like how she met him. I know she met like she had friends that they were talking about a girl gossip, but not from the man point of view. Anyways, as that happens, he's involved with this young lady. He started giving her financial support. He got her a car. He was giving her money just to stay on her toes or whatever stuff like that. But I think it got to a point where he was like, you know what, you a little too fast for me. You 20, I'm down there 20 years younger than me. I got a family at home. I need to go make this back right because it ain't sitting right with me. And the moment he did that, that was the moment that she ended up taking his life. She went in there. I think he was asleep on the couch. We taking a little power nap on the couch. She went in there, shot him, and shot herself. Committed suicide. So they added more details on here. Was where she got the gun from. It was some local felon in the city. She went and got the gun from, and that was the one who sold her the gun. He was able to identify her as the one that bought the gun and stuff like that. So it was all the evidence was there that it eliminated all the other ways that maybe some people when it actually happened, a lot of people was like, well, maybe it was the wife. The wife found out about it. She was bitter that he was cheating and stuff and had an affair, so she went and shot both of them. One of his best friends, they had a falling out over like $10,000 or something. I want to say like 10K, and they said, well, he maybe did it because he was jealous that Steve McNair had money and he didn't. Um, I just believe that she got to that point was like, you know what? They were saying like how she was like a depressing person. When Steve McNair said like I can't be with you, I got to go back home. She just got in that depressed mode and was like that was it. I can't live no more. Ain't nobody else gonna do for me like you did for me. I got to get rid of you too because you a great dude, and now you're going back to your wife and stuff and your family, and it just ain't sit right with her. Like I said, man, seeing shows like this, with this being my favorite all-time quarterback, I just don't understand how you get in a relationship and if things not working out, you're not able just to walk away. It's a million, billion, trillion other people in this world. Just go find you somebody else. Go work on your piece. Find out what you really need in life. Find out what problems you got. So going into the next situation or relationship, like it got to be certain boundaries you got to set. It's got to be certain stuff that you got to just lay down law and say, look, I'm not dealing with this. I know when to walk away from this situation. A lot of people just egg shit on for too long, and next thing you know, it ends up like being something fatal. Somebody end up losing their life, man. So I just hope this brings awareness to people, like when you dealing with athletes and stuff like that. I ain't trying to be no simp ass nigga and say, oh, like I'm trying to captain save a hole, nothing like that. But like you got to be careful with the people you date, the people you involved with, man. You have to set those boundaries. If boundaries not set, somebody's gonna step in boundaries, and like I said, shit like this happen, man. Um, all I want to say is rest in peace to Steve McNair, man. All time favorite quarterback. I wish he was here to enjoy football seasons after being retired. Maybe be a coach somewhere, but he won't be able to get to live that life, man. To the young girl that did it, man, it's like I said, it's a fucked up situation, but end of the day, he put himself in this situation, taking his chance dealing with somebody younger than him. Um, that's all I got for it. I didn't want to make this depressing or anything like that. I just want to bring awareness and let y'all know my favorite quarterback of all time, Steve McNair documentary, is streaming on Netflix right now. Also, the other TV show I told y'all watch, my favorite ex, my worst ex ever is what it's called, not my favorite ex. My worst ex ever is streaming on Netflix as well. Give those a watch. Get back in my comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the show. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.